Okay, so for our final example, we want to find the Taylor series for a polynomial function, f of x equals x to the fourth plus 2x squared plus 4 at a equals -3. So just an observation here, Taylor series are polynomials themselves. If we're finding a Taylor series for a polynomial, then that's finite in the case that we see here, then the Taylor series itself will also be finite. And its highest power will also be a fourth power. What we're doing is we're finding a polynomial that's been shifted to a equals -3 that would converge to this polynomial, but shifted over. That's what we're actually doing. So we should expect that our solution will be finite. It will not be an infinite Taylor series, but rather it will be a finite Taylor polynomial. We can call it series still because it's a sum. It's just going to be finite. So to start here, let's just recall that our Taylor series formula and how we generate this is the sum from k equals 0 to infinity of the kth derivative evaluated at the center minus x minus a to the k divided by k factorial. So this is what we want to develop. If we write out the terms, we have, for our series with a equal -3, we're going to need f at -3 for the first term. Then the first derivative evaluated at -3 times x minus -3, or x plus 3 to the first power. Then we'll need the second derivative evaluated at -3 times x plus 3 squared over 2 factorial, and so on. The third derivative evaluated at -3 times x plus 3 cubed over 3 factorial. And we'll continue as long as we can. We can assume that we'll probably get a finite polynomial of order 4. But we'll look as we work on the problem. So I like to organize the work that we do here by doing that chart that I've introduced a couple of times, where I'm going to write f and its derivative for my first column. For my second column, I'm going to evaluate at the center, in this case at a equals -3. And finally, I'm going to try to write out the term of the series that corresponds to that particular derivative. So let me just create my chart, and then we'll get started. Okay, all right, so our first function, our function itself, is f of x. This is going to be a little bit small, so you might want to enlarge it on your screen if you're watching it directly from your computer screen. Because if you just look at it on Blackboard, it's going to be a little bit tiny. So there's our function. We need to evaluate it at -3. So f of -3, we're going to need -3 to the fourth, which is 81, plus 2 times -3 plus 4, so that's 81 minus 6 plus 4. Let me just make sure that -3 to the fourth is 81. Yes. Oh, of course, I forgot to square here. Let me erase that. We have 81, and then 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2 is 18, so that's going to be plus 18 plus 4. So that's 81 plus 22, which is going to be 103. So the first term's just going to be 103. Now, the next term, we're going to need the first derivative. When we take the first derivative of our polynomial, we get 4x cubed plus 4x. Evaluated at -3, that's going to give me 4 times -3 cubed is -27, plus 4 times negative 3. And here I get a negative 120. I think that's correct. So the term's going to be negative 120 times x minus a negative 3, or x plus 3 to the first power. That is term number 2. For the third term, we're going to need the second derivative, at x, which gives us the 12x squared plus 4. When we evaluate the second derivative at negative 3, I get 112. And so the term's going to be 112 times x plus 3 squared over 2 factorial. And 2 factorial is just 2 times 1. 112 divided by 2 is 56. And then we have an x plus 3 squared. Okay, the next term, we will need the third derivative of our polynomial, which is going to be 24x. The third derivative evaluated at negative 3 will give us negative 3 times 24, which is negative 72. And so our term will be negative 72 x plus 3 cubed over 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 3 times 2, which is 6. And 6 goes into negative 72 negative 12 times. All right, there's our term. Our fourth derivative is just 24. That's a constant. Fourth derivative evaluated at negative 3 stays 24. So the term's going to be 24 x plus 3 to the 4 over 4 factorial. 4 factorial is in fact 24 because it's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So this just gives us x plus 3 to the 4th. Now remember I mentioned at the beginning, this is going to be finite polynomial of order 4. Highest degree is 4. So its degree is 4. That's because when we look at this fifth derivative, the fifth derivative is 0, which means that every term, the term with degree 5 is 0, and every term after this is 0 because if the fifth derivative is 0, the sixth derivative is 0, and the seventh derivative is 0, and so on. So we have a finite polynomial that looks as follows. We're going to put all of our terms together. Our polynomial will be 103, so this is a Taylor polynomial centered at negative 3, created from the function x to the 4th plus 2x squared plus 4. We get the following. 103 minus 120 times x plus 3 plus 56 times x plus 3 squared minus 12, I'm just putting our terms together, times x plus 3 cubed. I think I made a little mistake over there. Let me erase that. This one should be cubed. Oh, I can't erase it. It's okay. Change it like that. And then finally plus x plus 3 to the 4th power. And there is our Taylor series. In this case, it's a Taylor polynomial because it's finite for our function f of x.